Happy New Year and welcome to another Arkis video and to the first race A of 2024. We are at Fuji Speedway and we are in the Lexus LFA, and unfortunately we are on the sports hard tires. So no grip at all, and in my opinion that takes away a lot of the fun of this race. I did 3 races, certainly contained a bit of everything, both because of myself and because of drivers around me, and let's just get straight into the first one. So this is 9 o'clock, this is race number 4. I did allow myself a bit of slack considering it's New Year's Day. We've got the entire TCR gang in. I have done little to no practice, and I definitely haven't practiced the grid start turn 1. So I'm doing the classic mistake. I'm clearly braking too late. I am taking avoiding action, just seeking towards the left hand side of the track. So we managed to survive this one. And this is going to look very clumsy. I got a bit sandwiched. I made contact to both those cars, swerving from side to side. So that looked really awkward. Now I am also running wide. I cannot remember if I'm picking up a penalty now. I've got a car on my inside there. Yeah, I got a half-second penalty. No problem with that. I did mess up that corner. Now we're coming down here. I might have dirty tires. I managed to keep the car sort of in check. It's so tricky to get down the power in this car. I'm trying to use third gear for the exit. It feels so weird in this high revving car having to short shift it that much. I'm not even sure it's the fastest. I have to check that out later. I am trying to learn as I go along in this one, and so far we are getting a bit caught up in some trouble there. Running wide into this corner, you can really get thrown off by the weird angle of the track, especially with those tires with no grip. This entire sector can be a real nightmare. I am about to make my way around the final corner. I have my penalty to serve. Luckily it's only half a second, so I might not lose that much time, but it is down the main straight, so it's always a tough one to get a penalty at Fuji. And I was actually downshifting to third. No need for that for only half a second penalty, just stay in fourth gear, so I lost a bit more time because of that. So I am down into 9th position, and now we are coming into turn 1. I think I am getting turn 1 sort of right this time. Yeah, finding an apex. I'm trying to use third gear for the exit, and now we are going to jump ahead in this one. We are jumping to the start of lap 3, and I want to see where I'm going. I'm pulling out slightly, but look at this. That orange part of the barrier is my braking marker. I completely miss it. No stopping power whatsoever. I clipped that ghosted car, which wasn't that ghosted after all. Everyone sort of survived. I pick up a 3-second penalty, and now I've got gravel pit all over my tire, so I am sliding wide into turn 2, and I'm generally just driving awful. So now I am dropping down to last place, and I still got that 3-second penalty to serve. So we are going to jump to the end of this rather embarrassing start of the year, and I might need some help to adjust your memories. Hang on for a second. You don't need to remember this race ever took place. So Happy New Year everyone, welcome to the new race A. And we are starting on pole position in this one. I actually managed to set a decent time, but pole position is a scary position at Fuji, and I still need to remember where to brake when coming from a standing start. I am overcooking it slightly, but people behind me are overcooking it even more, so this is just turning into wreckfest. I try to rejoin the track here, sliding all over the place. Chicken Angel managed to escape all the chaos and is just running away in the distance, and I am back here trying to recover from my very clumsy and unlucky start of the race. Now we just need to get the car along this long right-hander on these sports hard tires. It's really tricky to keep the car in check. Now braking down the hill, finding an apex using third gear on the exit, but you can see I still had too much steering input, so the car started sliding. That was not going to be a good exit for me. Swiss driver going on a detour. It's actually easily done with so little grip coming through that not even tight corner, and yeah, we've got cars all over the place. I just try to see if there is room for me anywhere. There's a bit of crashing and door banging going on ahead of me, and yeah, we've got Frenchman coming in, hitting the Italian driver back, and I am sort of sandwiched here. I am trying to take a wide entry, that's too wide to be fair, into this left-hander, and now we've got the final corner left. And yeah, I'm having a look up the inside here. I actually managed to get a decent exit out of there. You can see the car is really sketchy no matter what gear you're in. And yeah, we are on lap 2. Seemed like there was some sort of contact ahead of me, and we are making our way around. We survived so far, and here we've got the yellow car off, and unfortunately coming into the corner I accidentally tap the rear end of that car, have to back out of that, and now the Italian behind me is getting close, and now you can see they are coming in hot into this corner, clearly on a controller as myself, with the headlights flashing and everything, still just fighting the car. It's so tricky to overcorrect and overdrive the car through this sector in this car when you're under pressure from behind. Here I saw the Italian dive up the inside, so I ended up taking a really weird wide line and had to take the escape road to even keep the car going. Now we're coming into turn 1 on lap 3, and there is a crash happening ahead of me. That looked rather weird actually, because it looked like a side impact, but Dav's car looked like it completely stopped dead and the other car went off the track. I managed to stay ahead of the Swiss driver, and we are jumping to the end of this lap. Yes, stay within track limits, and just please try to get the car stopped. As already mentioned, this final sector is just a nightmare on these tires. It might be a massive skill issue on my behalf, but still sports medium tires would have been lovely on this combo. It would still have been a challenge to drive a fairly slidey car, but this is almost getting ridiculous. The LFA is a lovely car other than that, but yeah, this is almost no fun. Now the Italian managed to get ahead of Daft. There was a slight bit of contact. We are going to jump ahead in this one. I cannot remember where we are jumping to. We are on lap 4 now. I am coming into the chicane, and I am going to get hit from behind by the Swiss driver. It clearly looked like it was a mistake, and we managed this, but I lost some time there. And the last part of the race, that was just one big mid-pack battle. We are coming down into this left-hander, just trying to get a decent exit out of here in third gear. I'm very close to Dav at the moment, and we are coming down towards the chicane, but I don't want to hit anyone. Let's look. You have to actually brake just before the 150 board, I think, way earlier than the usual gantry you can use on this track. We make our way through. I didn't gain any positions, but we didn't crash or anything like that. Now just the final corners up to third gear. You're also coming over a very awkward crest there, and this corner is really also one big pile of understeer in this car. I need some more practice. I am sure I can get some more pace out of this, but for this morning I really was struggling a bit. So we are going to end this race in P6, and this account actually went down to SRA after these first two, that first race. This one, I only did one. So now I am switching account, and I only managed to get one rather poor lap in, so I'm starting further back this time, but that might even help me on this one. This time I'm not doing the same mistake. I don't want to be on the outside, so I am searching for the inside line, and I am going to brake really early, I think, and I managed to get the car stopped. The car on my outside actually hit Chicken Angel, so they suddenly were going a lot slower than me. Yep, sorry, we are surviving going through here. I don't think the Italians saw me there. And now I've got Chicken Angel on my inside. We're going side by side through this corner. And as Chicken Angel tries to give me room, you see they were getting swallowed up by those other cars caught on the outside. So that was rather unlucky. But I am hanging on to my second place here. See if I can catch up to the Italian. I can see my rear view mirror is just filled up with other drivers, and we're coming into a heavy braking zone, so I am just getting ready for impact. Let's see, can we survive this one? I am on the brakes. We've got cars coming in. That actually was a small tap on the rear end of my car there. That was a close one, and now it's going to be a battle between me and the Italian in P1. We are around one lap later now. We're coming into that very same chicane. Hard on the brakes. I'm trying to get a good exit into the chicane. Trying to figure out whether it's second or third gear. It's uphill and it's not really a torquey car, this one. But it's probably third gear. I will have a look at that later. I am hanging on to the Italian driver, and it is tough being in front through this sector because you have to really keep it cool and not overdrive the car, and be so patient around these corners. We are hanging on to them. They did a good job, to be fair, and now we are going to do a bit of slalom down the main straight. A bit too much moving around for my taste, to be honest. Somehow I am braking a bit too early this time. You can see I get the car slowed way down, way too early, and I almost have to accelerate back into the corner, and also cutting the apex way too much. That was awful. I lost a lot of time. We are jumping ahead, and this is a bit of slalom déjà vu. You can see really moving around there, but we are getting a better job done on turn 1 this time. And I am closing in on the Italian now. We are coming up to turn 2, and we are going to stay on board for now. Getting the car slowed down, and yeah, you see we are really close now. And watch closely as their car is going to just do a small snap, and because there's so little grip, the car just disappears off to the left hand side. It's so easily done on these tires. And yeah, if you listen closely, you might just be able to hear the distant cry from the apex I just missed there. And we are on the last lap, and now watch how I am starting to get nervous. I missed that corner, almost running wide. I even have a fairly safe distance, but still getting nervous. And this car on these tires, don't get nervous because you'll start overdriving the car. I think I am going to, yeah, sort of find an apex there, and also get a decent exit using third gear. Not the fastest exit, but at least not a sideways exit. But look, this corner, because I came in a bit narrow, now I'm just fighting to keep the car on the track, almost going off the track in the braking zone. I just managed to get the car stopped. And now I'm starting to slightly panic, and you can see as I slightly panic, I'm sliding all over the place. For God's sake, just calm down now. They are getting close behind me, but we've only got a few corners left. Make sure not to run wide through this one. Up to third gear, ease back on the power, and now we've got one corner left. Just make sure not to run too wide. Second gear up to third gear, and let's just get out of here. And we are going to go across the line with a finish in this one. This is a tough race in my opinion, but at least I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.